Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for some music entertainment news. Remember, at the end of music and entertainment news, we have one of your last chances to get to the NASCAR Chicago Street Race this weekend. Highly sought after tickets for this incredible, unique experience coming up in just a few minutes. First off, it feels like we've been talking about it for 10 years, but the Oasis tour opens up this weekend on July 4th. Oasis, it's here. Well, not here. It's in Cardiff, United Kingdom at the Principality Stadium, July 4th, and that starts at 5 o'clock our time. That show will be, but that show, you can get tickets for $289 right now if you want to try to get there.
Oh my God, wait a minute, hold on. I have a passport. I might be going.
It's funny because...
Do you have a passport?
I think so. It might be expired.
What country have you gone to?
I went to Mexico when I was a kid.
Oh, there you go.
They're awesome down there. Lovely people.
It's probably expired, your passport.
Damn.
They do have a show in Mexico City coming up later in this tour.
That would be so fun.
Now, they're getting ready for about 5 shows in Manchester, at Wembley, and then Edinburgh, Dublin. But it will then get to Toronto, and then it'll get to America. It'll be here at the end of August at Soldier Field. We will be there. Sorry, Kenzie, I bought all the tickets for the floor, and she doesn't have any. We'll see what happens if she ends up getting a ticket from someone else.
He just glosses over that. Anywho, though.
Well, I mentioned it at least. I feel bad that I gobbled up as many as I could for people, and we could sell those and make a massive profit, but we're going to see Oasis.
Well, I have, because of various circumstances in my life, an extra Oasis ticket. Kenzie, would you like to pay me face value plus some for an Oasis ticket?
No.
Okay, all right.
Wait, face value plus what?
Plus a little something extra. A
You're
little
supposed to make money on it, because nobody in this crew of 3 respects me.
Including yourself, you're saying? You said crew of 3. You don't respect yourself?
3,
right?
And no one here
respects you, which you're included in the...
I give you guys respect, and neither of you ever show me any respect.
He said...
No, ding.
No, because he said face value plus some little walking around money.
I gotta wet my beak, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's trying to overcharge me. Did he overcharge you? No, you didn't even pay him back, you cheap bastard.
I did pay him. PNC flagged the transaction as dangerous.
And suspicious.
I had to go get cash out of PNC to pay him. We bought the tickets, and we got them being very luckily chosen in the pre-sale for $250, and they're on the floor.
So we're all, just to paint a picture, okay?
Go ahead and paint it.
All 3 of us are in the pre-sale waiting, okay? We're like, well, let's see if we get in the lobby. Brian and Case get in. I don't. Case only needs, were they allowing 4 or 6?
4.
They were allowing 4. Case only needed 2, okay?
Yep.
Brian, instead of going, you know what, Kenzie didn't make it in, goes, Case, buy 4, I want more of them. So Brian gets 6. They have a sidebar because they have a group chat without me
Which is just texting. It's just texting another person.
But it's still a morning show group chat, and Brian gets more out of Case. Well, I'm still waiting. I have the loading bar, and this is what they do. They have we already had a group chat, and they sidebar, and Brian's like, I need 2 more to make Megan happy. Nobody respects me.
Happy wife, happy life. Got more extra tickets for Megan and her brothers coming in town for it. But at the same time...
Doesn't even go here.
Why don't you examine why you weren't allowed in the lounge to buy the tickets when you were in the queue?
That's like like a lottery ticket.
I don't think it's random. I think they knew you were coming, and they bounced you on the lounge. They said,
Is that what you think?
They said, we can't deal with all that today. A lot of tickets being sold. A little extra. Well, Case, you can do a little search and see what they're going for. They were $250 on the floor. We actually got floor seats on Soldier Field.
Yeah, Kenzie, we're on the floor. Did you know that?
I know. Brian wanted to stretch out. He bought a seat for his bag.
My bag?
Yeah.
Do you mean
Put
my...
your drinks down, your little man bag, your little merch bag.
Oh, I thought you meant my crotch.
No, I don't think your penis needs another seat. I don't think you're packing so much that you need to lay it across an aisle. That's not what I was saying.
That's incorrect. I do need that much space.
On top of you scamming me out of tickets and not being a good friend, I wasn't giving you a big penis compliment.
That's what you thought she meant when she said bag?
I thought she meant I needed more space on the floor of Soldier Field to lay down.
I was like, this guy
I am
slanging a ruler. No.
Now, I am surprised those seats at Cardiff on Friday they say from $289 because I don't think there's much at Soldier Field in that range, even in the last row on the top of the 300 level or 500 level.
On the SeatGeek app right now, floor tickets are going for $600.
Ooh.
So, Kenzie.
We can maybe double our money.
I am not paying you that. This is insane.
How about $250 plus 50?
No. You guys should be a friend. I should be able to just pay the amount.
Okay, face value.
Case paid for his girlfriend. At least he's actually making money out of this because she's not going with him because they broke up. So at least you'd make money back.
He's just trying to get his $250 back.
I'm trying to wet my beak a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and get a little something. No.
All right, so that's not happening. So Oasis will be here at the end of, and it will actually the beginning of 5 nights at Soldier Field. You'll have Oasis on Thursday, August 28th. Then it's My Chemical Romance. Then it's the Lumineers. Then it's System of a Down for 2 nights. It's one of the most incredible runs of concerts in Chicago history, especially at Soldier Field, and they're all sold out. I think there's a couple tickets left for Lumineers and System of a Down. Pretty sure, and maybe even there's some available for My Chemical.
No, most of the shows are sold out. If you don't have a ticket, buy one right now. Obviously, keep it locked in on Q101's social media this Friday because I will be celebrating the 4th of July with the return of Oasis. That's what is most exciting to me. I can't wait. We'll have plenty of video photo up there for everybody
now,
to enjoy.
Am I wrong on this case? It seems like the BBC is putting on a special live stream of this possibly, but you have to somehow get access to the BBC's live stream?
BBC?
Yeah, the British Broadcasting Company.
Oh, my God.
There you go, Kenzie. You learned something today. Not ABC, not NBC, the BBC.
I know you said BBC.
We seem shocked.
British
Sorry.
Broadcasting Company. They're a news network. And
that's an unfortunate acronym.
Well, they had it first. They are doing a live stream of Oasis coverage, but not the concert. They're doing, essentially, in the NBA Finals had a pregame and a postgame show?
Yeah.
They're doing that for the Oasis concert.
Interesting.
So you can't watch the Oasis show on the BBC, but they'll talk about the Oasis show before it happens.
Got it. I'm sure we'll see some clips up soon, though.
You
for the
seem
show.
unsatisfied with that answer.
I am. I thought it was going to be the show.
No, it's just there was going to be 70,000 camera phones taking videos instead.
Camera phones. Are you my grandfather? Get the camera phone out. Let's take a picture. All right. So also related to Oasis, Green Day overseas. They always bring somebody up on stage to play a song. Maybe you were one of those lucky people that have done that. I remember at the Metro even, they brought somebody up on stage when they did the special Lollapalooza after show or pre-show at the Metro. It was incredible. They always bring somebody up on stage. They get to play a song with Green Day, and they talk to the person beforehand. It's got to be set up to say, hey, can you play this song? Can you actually play it? And this guy said yes. This is over in Luxembourg. The guy gets up on stage. He kind of acts a little stumbled, like he doesn't know the chord changes. You can hear it say D minor in the beginning. But then he goes into, well, you'll find out.
Okay, D minor. You told me you could play this one. Nice try.
So Billy grabbed the guitar from me. This guy started playing Wonderwall, and it was obviously a troll because he played Wonderwall really good. It was
Pretty good at it, actually.
It was pretty perfect. And Billy Joe didn't look too happy about it. But Liam Gallagher reposted the clip saying, best song of the night.
That's funny.
It's amazing.
I like that.
As Kenzie said earlier, ruined it for everybody else trying to get on stage for Green Day. But the guy achieved his goal. All right, 312-591-8300. Call right now. NASCAR street race tickets. They are yours for caller 10. And that's this weekend, one of your last chances to get in. It'll be Saturday, July 5th, Sunday, July 6th. Winner gets 2 weekend grounds passes to the NASCAR Chicago Street Race, sponsored by our great friends Bet365. 312-591-8300. Call right now for these tickets. Caller 10, you got them. From Brian and Kenzie and Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Fantastic, says Carrie in Glen Ellen. Said she's crying hearing that song. It's world premiere music from the Foo Fighters. Carrie, I hope you're okay over there in Glen Ellen. But it is an amazing song. Fantastic from the Foo Fighters. The song is called Today's Song. We just got dropped in our lap here just a few minutes ago, and it world premiered here on Q101. Today's song, Foo Fighters. Now, you can guarantee we're going to play it every hour today, so make sure you're here for Lauren in an hour. We'll play it top of the hour every hour. In case you missed it, just kind of came in at the end. That is world premiere Foo Fighters. Celebrating the anniversary, 30 years to the day just about, of Dave Grohl and the band. And today's song is a first piece of original material since 2023's But Here We Are album, which then followed, sadly, tragically, that was following the death of Taylor Hawkins in 2022. Obviously, the song is talking about being through a lot. When you hear some of the lyrics, I woke today screaming for change. I knew that I must. And so here lies the shadow, ashes, ashes, dust to dust. Some of the lyrics of that song. But I don't know. What you guys think? Kenzie, you like it?
No, it was good. It was interesting. I was like, where's he going to go with this one? It was kind of slow at first because, he's had a tougher year. I didn't exactly know what we were going to hear. But
right. Yeah. There you go. Case, what do you
he was
think?
drumming on that song, huh?
He was drumming. Yeah, this is after Josh Freese getting let go. So this is Dave Grohl playing the drums on this one.
And you know what? Good drummer.
Yeah, he's a pretty good drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, still sounded good, huh?
Yeah. Sucks to be one of the best drummers in the world in rock.
Damn it.
And then you hire a drummer, and he's like, I can do it better. Really good stuff. Any other insight on this case that you've found on this song? Because it just got dropped in our lap, literally.
Yeah. I'm trying to sort of piece things together as we go here, but it would appear that we're on the verge of the Foo Fighters' 30th anniversary and a big celebration that's going to coincide with that. I don't know if that'll be a tour. I don't know if that'll be a new album. I know we have this new song, and that song is called Today's Song, like you just said, Brian. But yeah, it's powerful. Like, it's a Foo Fighters song. I'm blown away every single time I hear a new one.
It really is amazing. After 30 years of doing that, I mean, you think about the time he was in Nirvana, and he's just about tripled that in Foo Fighters and what he's done. And those songs from that first album where he wrote everything and played every instrument after Nirvana is a way of cathartic release after Kurt's tragic death. And then it turned into, he didn't even know what it was going to be. He just had to get something out of him. He made that first album, and now here we are 30 years later with the Foo Fighters going through pretty much almost breaking up several times, different band members, and of course the tragic death of Taylor Hawkins. So here we go. Today's song, again, if you missed it, just about 50 minutes away, Lauren will play it again. World premiere of Foo Fighters, here where you expect it on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Lauren on her way in. And we'll have that Foo Fighters song, the world premiere song from the Foo Fighters, Today's Song. We world premiered it at 9 o'clock. And it will happen again every hour today, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, top of the hour. Make sure you hear it, listen for it. Pretty special, pretty cool thing. Celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Foo Fighters. They dropped it, and we have it. And we will have it for you all day long. So, Case, on the text line, we have takeaways from today's show. What do you got?
I've got a takeaway from Judson and Park Forest, actually. Takeaway, Kenzie ain't going to Oasis.
Okay.
I read that one. I saw it's all caps. Like, Kenzie ain't going to Oasis. That's how I read that one.
I'm not going.
We got it. She's not going. Kenzie, what do you got?
Kelly texted in, wearing panties with bike shorts is like getting stuck in a hammock.
The visual that creates.
It's true. It's too much.
It's true. And finally, 847 Tony checked in. Takeaway. Kenzie describes Case to her girlfriends as white and hairy, which led to our great house band, the Double Features, coming up with this new jam.
No.
Mustache growing, he's pasty, he's not a cuddle bug, he'd rather be just white and hairy. K-Slow is white and hairy, K-Slow is white and hairy, his stash is big and scary, K-Slow is white and hairy.
That's a nice song about you.
You know, just like the Foo Fighters are playing every hour, I got to hit that again.
Mustache growing, he's pasty, he's not a cuddle bug, he'd rather be just white and hairy. K-Slow is white and hairy, K-Slow is white and hairy, his stash is big and scary, K-Slow is white and hairy.
That is the Double Features at their best. Make sure you give them a follow on Instagram, the Double Features. They're our guys.
We live such a weird life. That song's just out there now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That song's just
They
out
put your
there.
last name in it, man.
Put my
That's a tough
social
look.
in it next time. Jesus.
He's pasty, he's not a cuddle bug, he'd rather be just white and hairy. K-Slow is white and hairy, K-Slow is white and hairy, his stash is big and scary, K-Slow is white and hairy.
Someone's finding this on Spotify in like 2037 is going to know what the hell's going on. All right, what's on the podcast, Case?
Well, Brian and Kenzie are planning a trip to my gravestone. Why they're doing that, you'll have to find out. But let's just say I don't need to make any plans for 2050. I'll be dead long before then.
Cool.
Also, it's Wednesday, so a new head-to-head lines. The winner this week was passenger flagged by TSA after swamp crotch sets off alarm. A real doozy of a story if you did miss it. All that and so much more on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
And a reminder, as we've talked about 2 million people going through O'Hare starting today through the Sunday, if you're going out of town for a long July 4th weekend, so many episodes, every show actually on the podcast, the Brian and Kenzie podcast. And you can listen to it anytime you want. Get on a plane, make sure you download it, or wherever you get to your destination. It could be 1, 2 in the morning. You can listen to us anywhere and anytime with the Brian and Kenzie podcast over the next long 4th of July weekend. So we hope you got some extra time off. And let's close with this.
Mustache growing, he's pasty, he's not a cuddlebug, he'd rather be just white and hairy. K-Slow is white and hairy, K-Slow is white and hairy, his stash is big and scary, K-Slow is white and hairy.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.